Wash Day. My name is Darla, Provancial, Yellowcloud. I am from the Sikaju band of the original 7 council fires here in Rosebud, South Dakota. Growing up, my dad was from Rosebud and my mom was from the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. So when they were young, they met in Vail, South Dakota on a ranch where families worked for farmers and ranchers. Along with other migrant Mexican people, they picked potatoes, and that's where they met and fell in love, got married, and they had 6 of us children. And we lived in a little shack, a little house in the middle of a cornfield. We had lots of fun growing up there in the middle of the country and in the middle of the cornfields. But eventually my mom and dad, like everyone else, struggled with drinking, and they began to drink heavily, and that resulted in violence and fighting, and eventually to the breakup of our family. So when I was around 9 years old, they moved us children. They split us up and moved us between both of them, back and forth between the Rosebud and Cheyenne River reservations. Eventually, my younger brothers and I went into the system, and I was sent to a boarding school in Pierce, South Dakota, and my brothers were taken to a foster home on the Cheyenne River Reservation. Boarding school was a good experience for me. It gave me a family of friends that helped me through my growing up years. And after my boarding school experience was over, I went into the foster care system until I was 15 years old. I ran away multiple times, and eventually when I was 15, I found my mom. And at 16, I was emancipated and moved to Denver, Colorado, where I lived with my sister and finished high school. I was eventually back on the reservation, but I really struggled to fit in because I didn't grow up there, and it was hard for me to fit in where I felt like I didn't belong. And there was also a part of my heart that was really searching for God. And I remember in my desperation, I went even to a Catholic church and tried to become a nun because I thought that they could keep me safe and teach me about God. Eventually, at 20 years old, I moved back to Pierre and got my own apartment, and my search continued for God. I would look at all these churches as I drove through town, wondering which one could teach me about Him and how I could find Him. So on a cold winter day, I received a knock at my door, and someone had left an invitation to attend a Christmas gathering at their church. I came to find out that this was a Native American mission church there in Pierre. I went there for the first time on December 21st, 1986, and I heard the news of the gospel of Jesus and why He came, why He was born at Christmas time, and why He came to earth, and that was to save people from their sins. And I had a powerful conversion, and I gave my life to the Lord. Eventually, I was married and had 5 children, and I raised them all knowing the Lord. And it was difficult raising children that were Native American in a Christian world. The Native community didn't understand Christianity, and they thought that that was what killed our people. And so it was a struggle to find balance and to live in both worlds and to find a happy medium, and also to find a way to overcome everything that was meant to destroy us, including having to learn a lot about spiritual warfare and just different things, and then teaching them to my children. Now looking back years later, I can see that our family, with all of our struggles to overcome, has a powerful and a unique testimony of the love of Jesus to overcome all things that are meant to kill, steal, and destroy. One of my favorite verses comes from Psalm 27 that says, "I would have despaired unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living." Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord. Amen.